What's up, it's your boy D coming back. I don't know. I'm gonna have to turn the game down.
Bro, no, you guys gotta lay back like us. Alright, let's do it.
I feel like it's not an intro if I don't laugh.
Right. What's up, y'all? It's Quality Content back again. It's your boy D.
Hey y'all, it's T.
It's your boy Bubba.
And yeah, I know y'all missed this. I know y'all been needing some quality content in your lives, and we back.
Oh,
better
wait.
and ready to get jiggy.
Right, and we gotta say what's up to the camera. And say
Oh
what's
yeah,
up to the,
and what's up to the YouTube people?
Right.
What's
you
up?
It's your boy D.
This might be the first time y'all seen me.
Yeah. Oh wait, last time they saw you, bro.
Oh, it was
That.
They might.
Yeah. Now y'all might recognize him. And the last time I seen him, he had a fro. He looked a little different now. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. A lot. First of all, the most important thing, the biggest thing that happened. The Lakers are the 2020 NBA champions.
Yay for LeBron.
And Anthony Davis. And Danny Green.
No,
And playoff Rajon Rondo. You feel me? And Jeannie Buss and the whole Lakers organization. And
What about Le'Veon? Say no.
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon, man.
T, I get you want to be in this conversation.
Right, but let us handle it.
Yeah. You know, but sometimes you just gotta take the bait. And the Kobe to Bean Bryant. How could I have left him out? This was all about honoring the memory of the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, and Gigi. And I'm proud to say that LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers did exactly that. Gentlemen sweeps on everybody. Except for the Heat in the finals, but I mean, it's the Heat in the finals. And to be honest, beforehand, I called it. I ain't the one, I would be the only one that called it, though. Because, if I look to my left, we got a Claw fan sitting here.
Brandon, how does that make you feel?
First of all, he don't know who he rooting for basketball-wise. He a Claw fan with a goddamn Sixers shirt on, okay? So,
I know exactly who I'm
He gonna look down.
I like the Sixers as a team, but I like Kawhi as my favorite player. Easy as that. Simple.
Well, I think it's just, you should hear all the shit he was talking beforehand about this.
And I'ma still talk that shit.
About the Claw, even though I will give him this one cop-out. And that cop-out being, Kawhi's partner, Paul George, did not do what he needed to do.
He's a bum?
And no, listen, and the thing is, I would just instinctually fight back against that. Oh, Paul George is a bum. But after these playoffs, playoff P at this point is not a compliment. You feel me? Like, he did not do what he needed to do. He didn't put up no buckets, and Lou Williams neither. He didn't put up no buckets, put it all on Kawhi back. But that's when you gotta take over. LeBron been in that position many a times where he didn't have the teammates coming through as they needed to. But what did he do? He pulled through. That's what great players do. He just got a ring in the West.
I know what Anthony Davis, and I'm proud of him.
So,
but don't act like if he didn't have Anthony, that he would do anything.
We've seen LeBron James
not in the West.
Anthony Davis.
Not in the West. You think they would get to the finals without Anthony Davis? No.
I mean, but that's why you have to. Listen, that is the.
But I'm not even really using that as a deterrent for LeBron, like a bad compliment. I'm just saying, like, Anthony Davis at least showed up.
But, bro, that's a part
did not show up.
That's a part of his greatness. LeBron, when he
Sound
was
like Stephen A. Smith.
Because we both know what we talk about.
No.
When you look at what the landscape of NBA, LeBron could choose anybody he wanted. He knew, if I'm gonna win this ring, I need Anthony Davis. Kawhi had an opportunity he was making the Clippers bend to whatever whim he had. They could have easily went out.
It is Kawhi's fault.
He said, I want Paul George.
I don't know why he did that. Stupid decision.
LeBron didn't make that mistake. And where he at? With another ring. Honoring Kobe and Gigi. One more time for the 2020 NBA champions, Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, and while we're on such a high note,
I'm not talking about football. Go to another topic.
While we're on a high note, I don't know if y'all see this last Sunday, but them birds got shot right out the sky by the steel. No, they flew smack dab into the steel curtain. Smack dab into that bitch. It was beautiful. And you know the steel curtain tape. All right. Now you know it's a little more flimsy than it used to be back in the past, but it's still the steel curtain. We putting up hella numbers, undefeated, putting up 30 plus with this offense consistently. Now, sometimes we play down to our competition, which was kind of why the Eagles looked the way that they did. But for the most part, we do what the fuck we got to do. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, I can't say that thing about the Eagles. See, he a little salty right now because there ain't much he can say. You know what I'm saying? The birds is not looking good. Then you got Nick Foles over Pennsylvania.
They ain't gonna, I mean, they ain't really just gonna let him like.
What can you say? What can you say?
He like not looking good.
Pennsylvania, it turns out, is not a thing. All right, it might be Hertzylvania coming up real soon. So
They ain't gonna wish that on that man.
I ain't wishing it on him. I'm speaking on what it is. Yeah, I'm speaking on the reality of the situation. It's big. Y'all need to stop acting like the Eagles are the team of Pennsylvania, and start calling it Big Pennsylvania. If you feel what I'm saying. The real, you know, pride of Pennsylvania. But I digress.
We won a Super Bowl more recently than y'all.
So
You're
we're not claiming it.
You're
So
not
it's just
claiming
gonna be that. So we just gonna stick with the Eagles.
Anybody want to take a guess as to what this 6 represents?
How many of those were you alive for?
No.
How many of those were you alive for?
It don't matter.
You could put down like
6
4 of
rings.
them.
It don't
matter,
bro. 6 rings. But now we got that out the way. All right, just had to get the sports talk done.
Right. Now let's talk about
Let's talk about what's going on in the world, people.
Oh my God!
For one, I don't know if y'all heard. Well, y'all most likely did heard. Been keeping track of this Breonna Taylor situation. Can you say hush money any clearer than what the fuck happened with that situation? Like, and it's crazy because our community called it out beforehand. Why they getting paid? Y'all paying these family off. You get what I'm saying? And that raised an interesting.
before even the conviction.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Because they knew that cop wasn't going to get convicted. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they know that at the end of the day, if you can get the family of the person that actually, you know, passed to like stop making a big deal about it,
like drop the deal.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like,
it takes the base out of everybody else being able to.
Because how we gonna be more mad than family?
Than family, exactly, and that's basically what they did. You get what I'm saying? People was calling out beforehand because once you paid that money, when the last time you really heard like the Breonna Taylor estate really out here making noise? I mean, I know her boyfriend or whatever has been doing interviews.
I was about to say, now all of a sudden, Bull Kenneth Walker, he talking about they got the Jones coming out saying that she was the one who was shooting at the cops. They got pictures coming out with her holding the gun, this and that. And I'm just like,
wait. This is new information for me.
You did?
You didn't hear that?
They got pictures of her holding the gun?
No, like beforehand. Like she was.
You know, like,
I thought y'all was talking about after robbery.
No.
I'm about to say,
well, that's
that's some damning information.
Interesting. Quite a lot.
No.
But alright, so
No, but yeah, like they have some of the body cam footage because you know at first they said they didn't have none, but now that it came out after all this stuff, and it's like when they going into the house or after the thing is after they done shot it up, I think it's like, oh, we gotta be careful what we say, this and that, They were shooting at us, and then
on the body cam, right? Yeah, I think I saw that.
That's when you hear the Bull. He like yo, like I think he was like, she did or y'all shot her or something like that. But it was like the cops kept saying like, who was shooting, who had the gun, He was like, she did.
And you know what's crazy?
Nigga.
All of that, and I saw some of that body cam. Was that all of it uncut? Just
no.
Because what about when they actually went up to the door?
Did you say cops or not?
Yeah. What about when y'all went into the room and the shots was exchanged?
Right.
What about the initial shot? You know, like where's the actual meat of what we're trying to see? And if anything, that should make us ask even more questions. Like, why is this edited?
Seen it?
Yeah, and why is it edited? Y'all been sitting on this, and then y'all finally choose to put it out, and it's edited. It's not even an uncut version of what happened. that just makes y'all look like y'all hiding something even more than y'all already
Yeah,
did.
they already look suspect, and now on top of that, even more suspect because just like with any other black person case dealing with white people, it's like, oh, we wait until the last minute to put out little clips, and each time it's getting to an advancement where you think something about to happen. Oh, here go another thing to criminalize the person. Like,
yeah. But and then the thing is, what is the boyfriend even saying? Like, I see him doing interviews. What is he adding to the conversation of this Breonna Taylor situation? Like, what is he clarifying? Is he just out here getting checks because of the interview money?
Honestly, it's this video that I kind of wanted to see, to look at real quick.
Did he get when they did the settlement, right, for the Breonna Taylor estate, did he get any of that money?
I'm not sure.
I'd be interested to know that because that would give some insight into. Why are you talking so much right now? You know what I'm saying?
Why are you talking so much?
And what do you not even know why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, especially given that
Is
the
there a
family,
motive behind it?
especially given that the family is not really. I ain't seeing them in no interviews. You feel me? Like, if anything, this is a time that the conversation picks up for the Breonna Taylor situation. You would think the boyfriend and the family would be tag teaming.
The crazy thing is, I knew nothing would come from these cops. Like, them, something happening. Because it's just like, this happens all the time, and they get up. Like, they be doing the worst shit, and they just get off with it all the time.
Yeah.
There's no accountability for the cops, and it's so sad.
But you want to know what I think is even sadder? The fact that they was so easily hushed. You get what I'm saying? The fact that y'all not making a big deal about it no more, really. Like, the cops got off, they got their money, so... And for obvious reasons, because they got their money, the family's not making a big deal. But damn, I guess that's the end of say her name. You know what I mean? I guess that's the end of seeking justice. Has justice really been served for Breonna Taylor?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
close.
has justice...
So what is the justice?
The cop getting arrested and serving his sentence
I
for
don't even
murder.
think that's justice.
But is that really justice
I
though?
think,
Because like at the end of the day, he's gonna go to jail. He's gonna do his time, get out, and then what? Like,
I
But
think
he still
justice
get punished for doing something wrong.
is them committing actual resources to making the police not so militarized and so like
To making wide
standoffish with the
Yeah.
people that you're serving. It's not like people be acting like this is a battleground. Like, motherfucker, no.
Yeah.
You just arrest people for traffic lights and shit most of the time.
And
like,
that's why. I saw this joint by Biden the other day. That's why the whole initiative, not defund the police, just restructure the police.
yeah.
Biden said we're going to do this idea where we're going to have like a panel almost in the White House of police, social workers, and people from minority communities to put together comprehensive plans as to what they can do inside these communities to really impact change. One, I think that's beautiful because I think that's low-key the missing link inside of this whole justice, puzzle or whatever, is that you need a buffer between the militarized police and just the everyday civilian. Like, we can't keep doing it where the cops are showing up strapped to everyday situations. It just adds a level of danger and severity that we just don't need. Having them social workers come in and add to that conversation is a beautiful step. But you want to know something that I'm like kind of questioning? Why is it that whenever I hear these politicians talk about what they're going to do to help like our communities and stuff, it's always like, oh, we're going to put together a panel to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Or we're going to put together a panel so that way, your voices are heard. So we can figure out what the problem is. We know what the problem is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been telling very vocal about what the solutions are. I'm starting to think that stuff like the way I was impressed by that Joe Biden thing, we're gonna put together this panel on the same line. I'm starting to be like,
it's like, but why is it making it seem like it's so hard for that?
Yeah, for y'all to figure this shit out.
Like, that's common sense.
Like, at a certain level, it's like, y'all smart. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, y'all know what's going on. Is this really just another tactic to just keep actual change from happening?
Act like you're doing something.
Just like how they be, sorry, Brandon.
You good?
Just like how they be like, oh, we don't have money for this, we don't have money for that, da da da. And then, all out of nowhere, we got all this money to give to everybody that's losing their jobs and stuff because the America really can just print money. Like, the Federal Reserve doesn't make our money, we make our own money, and then they're like just the background part to make sure that we don't go down. Like, as far as like with the power of our money.
Yeah.
And that's like they lie to us and tell us that we can't just print money, and they can, like, but they have to allocate it correctly and efficiently. So that doesn't mean just spew it out to people. That's not what we're asking for. That's where it's like, that's where y'all step in with y'all intelligence on these certain topics to know, all right, in amount of this years or this many months, y'all can put out this amount of money or something like that, so that the black community can prosper.
Yeah, but that's kind of what, just to take it back to the Breonna Taylor thing, that's kind of what I think. Remember what you said earlier about, well, justice would be giving funds to these, communities or the people to help, I would think, keep this shit from happening again, like really implement some type of change. Could that not, in a sense, be what they did by paying them?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, that's a good question. What would justice be? He go to jail, he get out. Okay, Breonna Taylor's still not here. He's out of jail. Life goes on.
Yeah, we don't really. I feel like when we really think about it, we don't know what we want, because it's like.
But I'm talking about just for that Breonna Taylor situation.
Yeah, we really don't know what we want, because at the end of the day, they could have gave her they gave her the money, and then she could choose to do what she wants to do with that. Honestly, that's whatever, the family.
But would that not be justice?
But I'm saying, that
tangible.
could be considered justice then, because then you could do stuff with that, I was saying.
You're free to actually make an impact.
Right.
I feel like
personally, or
justice for the family. Well, again, I'm not family, so I don't know. It's just me spewing some nonsense. But I feel like actual justice
quality nonsense, bro.
Okay, you're right. Actual justice would be at least the cop going to jail, because there's not much more I can ask from our legal system than put them in jail. That's literally what it's set up for, to put criminals in jail. And I mean, they're going to say technically he's not a criminal, but I mean, bruh, you can't keep protecting these people just because of their job sometimes. If you made a mistake,
you got accountable.
Right,
you
exactly.
Gotta do time for it. Because they hold us to that standard. You get what I'm saying?
Right. When do you see a regular person just getting off for some shit?
For some shit, yeah, for shooting somebody. Even if it was relatively justified, you still gotta go through hell to prove that justification.
You still gonna be scared as a regular person.
Somebody who kills somebody, period, should just go to jail? If you take another person's life, you deserve to go to jail.
I mean,
more times than not,
yeah, because why are you taking a life?
No, alright, you hit somebody by accident.
Well, you might have to do a little bit of time. If we being honest, just to
kill somebody,
you killed somebody.
Yeah.
I know it was an accident, but
you took that person's life, so you should go to jail, right?
I mean, that's manslaughter, though.
Yeah, they have something in there. That's accidental, but that's on the cop thing, because he said it was accidental. You know what I'm saying? It comes to a point where it's like, doctors, nigga, if you make an accident, that's medical malpractice. That's illegal. You lose your license. You can really get fucked up for that. Why don't we hold the same standards for the police? Even if it was an accident, is that justification? Is that enough to be like, oh, well, don't mess up next time? You get what I'm saying? Because in every other occupation where lives are on the line, based on the person doing their job correctly, if they don't do it correctly or accidents happen, they're still liable for that. You get what I'm saying? Why is it that the police seemingly are immune to that?
I feel like
to that same
rich
standard.
People are using the cops as a buffer between them and middle class and all that, because that's the only way I could put it logically, where these cops do not get punished for what they're doing. They would get punished if they shoot Brad Pitt. Yeah. Fuck that accident shit. They get, nigga, you in jail.
You shot Brad.
Brad?
You shot Mr. and Mrs. Smith? You shot Mr. Smith. What the fuck?
I feel like the police just try to keep the middle class and poor folk in check, but they're not there at all for it.
But you want to know what's crazy?
Rich
you just gotta think about what the policing system started off as and what it really is. Even looking at the symbols that they use on the badges. Oh snap! You gotta think about what the police system really stands for and what it started from, and all not even just on we about to hold down black people. It's literally a system to keep all of the masses down except for the people that they've chosen. the people in power have chosen to, you know, benefit from the certain privileges that they have set in place for the system. So I just really think it's crazy when we think about it now, but we just really gotta like break down the foundation and start from the beginning, and you know, reroute it. Like honestly.
Yeah, but that's that on the Breonna Taylor. You know, that's just a crazy situation. That honestly has just been a bungle fest from the very beginning. But you want to know what else was going on? Another young. This is a terrible way to transition it.
Another young lady that got shot. That is so dry.
Well, yeah. Brandon made the transition. So. But yeah, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, you know? First of all, how y'all feel about the situation? What was y'all initial thoughts when y'all heard about the whole shenanigans that went on between them two?
Well, when I first heard about it, I was like, dang, I hope she's not dead. But but then that's when I'm like, okay, she got shot in her foot. And I was just looking at Tory like, dang, how you just gonna shoot her? Like, you just gonna shoot her? That's really it. Like, that was really my thought process. I was just like, I mean, since it came out, of course I want to know what happened, since, you know, we already heard about the story, but it's like, that's pretty much that. I don't really have anything, like, against him. Like,
oh, from the situation?
Yeah, it's just like, you just want to shoot somebody, though, and a woman at that, but it's just like, that's a little odd.
Yeah.
But
What about you, bro?
I mean, I don't know what happened in the situation. Like, I don't know what would cause him to shoot her, but like, he just seems like a bitch to me. He seems dumb.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought the same thing at first. I thought, yo, there's really no reason that I can think of that you would have to shoot a woman that's walking away. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a key element to this. Because I started thinking, Tory Lanez is pretty small. You know, Meg,
He was like scared.
yeah, Meg ain't a small motherfucker. You know, physical intimidation is a thing. Okay, we think just because he's a guy, she's a girl. So, big David and Goliath. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. So you say she was muscling him.
yeah, she was
and he had to
little
pull out
boy,
the strap.
and I could see him being like, all right, well, listen, bitch, you ain't about to just little boy me, not in front of Kylie Jenner. Got me fucked up. I'll shoot you in your fucking foot. See, listen, I can understand the threat, okay? I can understand him being like,
that's some problem next shit.
yeah, like,
Oh, now you're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe.
I'm not playing with you. I will blow that little black, gnarled, crusty, dead motherfucker the fuck off your foot. Now put the razor away.
You must be crazy to pull your gun on me.
You gonna be the nine-toe having this limping this bitch in Harlem. You don't stop fucking with me.
just flexing like, bitch, listen, I ain't gonna hurt you, you know, and in a fight, I might not even be able to beat you.
Right,
But I'll shoot the
but
shit
I'll
out you.
shoot you in the fucking
I'll
foot.
treat you like any other big nigga that a small dude fight against. But you don't actually do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't actually shoot her. But then again, what if she really was on some gangster shit? Like
shoot me.
shoot me, nigga, and like was about to, nigga, if you don't shoot me, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, but you. But we ain't hear that, so hopefully that wasn't it.
We skewing this crazy.
Yeah, this is not what happened, but yeah, let's just, either way, I don't think, given what we know did actually happen, I don't think that he should have shot no girl, but I do think he was validated in, you know, making the threat. How do y'all feel about how he, not validated, but I can see that. How do y'all feel about how he responded to it as far as like the album and his little, you know, he went away for a little bit, only
That's
to come
corny.
back.
That's corny. And I heard you listening to it.
Listen,
Corny.
I'm gonna be real.
Cornball.
The album's fire.
That's probably not.
Have you heard it?
No.
All
I
right.
haven't listened to it.
It's fire. All right. It's Tory Lanez. It's great music. Good R&B mix with some rap. Only thing I didn't like about the album is when he got in there talking about somebody didn't shoot her. Nigga.
Like, I just feel like if you're gonna come out with an album, like, okay, you know, you could talk about how you feel if you're going through something. That's what people make their music about. But at the end of the day, don't be all, you know, like, this is a legal situation. Like, don't act like this not just something that's just, you know, roses and daisies and some shit, right? And then now you could just make a song about it. Yeah, because he probably because he made that song about it. I don't know.
Meg was like, oh, you think this sweet nigga? Okay,
Right.
Take this lawsuit.
But yeah, so I feel like that's weird. And I that's kind of why I didn't like listen to it or try to give it a chance, because I felt like that was the type of time he was going to try to be on anyway, like just talking about the situation, and it would be like, all right, well, is this songs or is this like you trying to plead your case?
Yeah. No, in some songs it was like that he was trying to plead his case. You know, like, you know, Kylie was looking good, and then he just said he didn't shoot that hoe. Like,
Wait, what?
yeah, that's some stuff he said in the song. That's
What?
That's what I took from it. You know, because like I
Looking
said,
good.
yeah, and you know, shit get crazy. How you gonna say I shot you if you wasn't looking and shit like that? You know. But my thing is, I would have just respected it a whole lot more if it was like, yeah, bitch, I shot you.
What if Kylie shot her?
Kylie ain't shoot her.
What if she did?
That'd be some shit though. I believe it. And the Kardashian clan got enough power to keep that on the hush, to make sure that that don't blow up the whole joint. You get what I'm saying? Like, they got enough money to be like, Tori, if you keep on, if you say anything, we gonna get you put away. Same way Kim be getting niggas got out of jail, she gonna talk to Trump, get a nigga put away. Probably get him deported, which is what y'all was trying to do. Yeah, get his ass kicked out. But, yeah, I just think that at the end of the day, I would have respected it more if he was like, yeah, I shot you, but I had my reasons. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying it was right, but y'all don't know the whole story, and I had my reasons for shooting at her. You know what I mean? I just would have respected her.
So, with that, you know, came all the other stuff about it turned into a protect black women thing.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Me as a black woman, I don't feel that.
Speak on it.
Like, for real. Like, I understand that, you know, black women have their own social issues, and that's valid. That's valid like solid. But at the end of the day, what Meg went through and what the societal black women's issues that we have, they're not the same. Like, they don't correlate, and it shouldn't be highlighted to use that, because then it'll just misguide the
whole movement.
Yeah, like
really
to where
about.
people think what people really think it's about.
So now we protecting black women from what? Dudes shooting them in the foot?
Like, that's not a thing that really happens.
Exactly. Like, Meg, you ain't get shot in the foot by every nigga you meet.
But I do see where they're saying, like, okay, somebody's getting shot in the foot, but then it's people that's getting abused. But it's all types of women that's in abusive relationships. And I understand what they're saying, like, oh, it might not get as much highlight or recognition. But that didn't happen with Meg.
Yeah.
As soon as she got shot, people was all on it. And I don't understand how it's like everybody is so sensitive. It's like, oh, as soon as y'all heard me get shot, this is Meg saying, like, I'm paraphrasing. As soon as y'all heard me get shot, y'all start making jokes about it or whatever. It wasn't jokes, but this is how the black people already know.
With everything.
Exactly, with any other thing, just like with Jada and Will.
I'm pretty sure her comments, though, it was hella support.
Exactly. But it's still like, yo, who the fuck shot Meg? And what the fuck happened to Meg? Like, it wasn't, oh, we gonna just make a mockery out of it and not care. We wanted to know, but at the end of the day, to, you know, have the silver lining still in it. Okay, you're okay, this and that. Let's try to, you know, lighten the mood.
I just think that with stuff like that, alright, we understand you got shot, which is a very crazy thing to have happened to you individually. But I think that the fact that wasn't what you came out originally with, it was like, oh, this is an assault on black women. That is when it's like, and then as a guy, it's kind of like touchy.
As a black man?
Yeah, as a black man. You know, yeah. That's even more relevant.
Because I feel like they're directing it towards black men.
Yeah, and that's what I'm questioning. That's the part that feels a little weird. Like, who y'all talking to? Like, you know, like as far as like protect black women. Like, have we been against y'all? And I understand that women get in situations with guys and guys don't treat y'all right. But, and this is a reality, niggas be in situations where girls don't treat them right either. You don't hear niggas out here protect black, you know, men. But, well, they are. But not for the reasons, you know, like, but not for the reasons that they're saying protect black women.
Out here shooting niggas in their foot.
Yeah, like, we're talking about societal protection from forces outside of our community.
Yes.
Y'all are almost speaking as if we're a part of the protection, the thing you need protection from. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I don't like that type of generalization. I think that's another way to divide us as black men and black female. You get what I'm saying? Because you got me over here like, well, I think I treat black women pretty well. You know, I respect black women. A lot of the guys I know respect black women. Like, if we saw some fuck shit happen to a female, that's not good. You get what I'm saying? We know right from wrong. See a nigga shoot some girl in the foot, we not sitting here thinking, oh yeah, bro. Like we understand. Yeah, like we understand, you know, what's right and what's wrong as far as the, you know, what goes on in our society between us. But I feel like we shouldn't be looking for reasons to try to like highlight that division. You know what I mean? And I feel like Meg looked at it as an opportunity in order to get sympathy to just hype on that division. Yeah. And that's kind of like a Trump move. Like, I'm not really gonna focus on, I'm gonna focus on some bigger shit and try to be hype on that so I can get more people involved that really need to be. This is not an all women's thing because Meg got shot in the foot. Like, we keeping it a beam.
See,
but that's what it's become.
I agree with the premise that of protect black women, like as it started out, like the general, like, all right, women face problems in society, period, and it's and being black on top of that adds another layer. But I agree with what you're saying with the Meg stuff. Like, this had nothing to do with that, and I feel like social media a lot of the times they just muddy the water with these type of things. Yeah, so where now it's just like, bro, we can't be focusing on some of this stuff. Like some of the stuff that just spouted out by these people on social media and shit, you just gotta exit it out because like, I understand like the premise, like what they say, like black men might not, they say black men don't protect women or black women as black women protect men, but
what are y'all talking about?
I don't know.
Doing to protect me?
Like, I don't know if I feel necessarily protected by black women.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I feel like I get attacked a lot of time on social media. When I think some of these girls, they'll have one bad experience, and same thing with guys, and guys will say fuck women, all this shit. But like,
girls really believe that.
Yeah, like
that
they're
like
niggas
ain't shit. And
it's
not about me.
Bro, I haven't treated you no type of way, so you treat me how I'm treating you. Don't let how my man Johnny treated you.
Stupid stereotype.
Like, no, that shit be tripping.
But then it makes you think, well, why is that? Why? What is the
why
reason
do men and women see this so
differently? I think
because of the media.
And I think it's because girls are more emotional. So these emotional appeals and these emotional strategies that these people are putting out, women are a whole lot more susceptible to be pulled into these holes. And these people know that. Meg knew that. That's why she said protect black women, because it didn't matter what the fuck happened. You just want to jump on it. Same thing with Me Too. Me Too blew up into this thing where now any and everything is about, because the emotional appeal of like any and everything is, oh, you got touched up or you getting harassed. You know, it convoluted the argument because you made such an emotional appeal. Yeah. Everybody wanted to buy into it.
Okay,
You know?
I mean, I guess I can see that.
And I feel like with women, they really believe that shit.
Like, it's the media knowing what to play on for what demographic. Like, you gotta know your audience.
I agree too.
Like, so just like if they wanted to appeal to y'all with something,
it would be completely different on an emotional scale.
Right.
That's going. Like if they start stuff about men's pride or some shit like that. Like I don't know. I'm just giving out a topic or something.
Like the Jada and Will thing when they was talking about men.
Like how how apparently. Well, I'm still money on that Jada shit. But like apparently she did some shit and Will's feeling some type of way about it, and niggas was feeling Will. They was coming for Will's, they was coming for Will's
back.
Yeah, because a lot of time men don't feel protected. Like sometimes, man, you just feel alone.
Yeah,
and it's like
you just question, where's this protection?
Where's the help? Like,
yeah, like what are y'all talking about? So y'all be saying y'all not protected and y'all do it. Like I saw this one post. Girl gonna put up talking about some, next time when y'all get shot in the street, we want to know the whole story.
Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, what?
Wait, that's
why are you so mean?
So
that's so petty. Like,
so not wanting to know the whole story is you protecting me?
But right, because I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting to know the whole story either way. But why are you trying to turn that against me?
Exactly. It's another point of division. And the thing is, that's why I'm saying it takes a woman to say these things and point these things out, because as men, it sounds like we're just speaking from one side of the fence, you know, talking to the other side of the fence. You get what I'm saying? That don't always go through right, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like as a girl, hanging out with guys, I feel like I really, I don't know. I feel like I really tried to understand the barrier that's between us, like as far as like just socially, because y'all do look at stuff differently, and women look at stuff differently. Like, and I've seen it from both sides because duh. But it's just like it's just kind of eye opening, especially I feel like I talked about this before, but just like with the I was in my social class, TAing, boy was talking about how he deals with pain. Oh, I go to the gym, I work out, or I play the game. And then every other girl, most of the guys was the same type of shit, like, oh, I do physical stuff. Then the girls was like, well, I mean, I cry. I talk to my friends about it. And I was just like, yo, so y'all don't feel like y'all could talk to y'all friends? Like, y'all don't feel like y'all could do this? Like, do y'all not peep that y'all handling it way differently than we do? Like, why do y'all think that is? But, and I just, ever since then, I'm just like, what's up with guys?
No, but it's really a difference, and that's what I think. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't peeped it. I was talking to my man's the other day, and he had just lost his dog. Like, not even his dog, his mom's dog. And he just felt like he couldn't really talk about it because when he got in the car, I didn't know he lost his. This is just me being a dickhead. I didn't know he lost his dog that day. So while we driving, I'm in the passenger seat. I see a dog on the side of the road. And I acted like he's about to hit it, because it was like, it was being a joke. But I didn't know that he was going through something. So he started, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, bro, what the hell? He's like, I just lost my dog, don't play like that. I'm like, all right, my bad, bro. But then he started talking to me, and he went out his way to be like, no homo, before he had said how he actually felt. And I had to break it down to him, like, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you as black men. We gotta be willing to, like acknowledge that. That's toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the ways, he's talking about guys and girls being different, we handle our shit differently, you know what I'm saying? Like him, he felt weird about coming out and expressing himself, and that's something that women seemingly act like they're
only entitled to do that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like the way y'all feel when y'all not emotionally cared for, they think men are incapable of feeling that exact same way. So when they hear stuff like a man could be like, well, where's the protection at? You should know, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows men aren't emotionally the most cared for, you know what I mean? So, if anything, that's an obvious place where we be talking about, yo, for one, where's the catering at? Y'all was not, just for example, the Will thing, y'all was not trying to be super on
nobody
Will's
was
back.
on Will's side.
Yeah, y'all was really trying to.
No girl that I saw
was on Will's side. Y'all was trying to defend the entanglement. And I was going to bounce this idea off y'all. How do y'all feel about this, right? As a reasoning for why,
No.
as a reasoning for like why it's like, oh, the niggas ain't shit type mentality, right?
Okay, yeah. I'll go back to that.
I don't want to sound like one of those dudes like, girls have these issues. No.
Oh my.
But from experience, females have accountability issues, okay? You
about to make me log off the joint.
No, but, so just hear the point out.
Brandon, not trying to get canceled.
So, accountability.
Oh.
My thing is, in relationships when girls get with guys, how often is it easier, just from a place of not wanting to be accountable for making a bad decision that I picked a bad nigga, to just default on the mindset that niggas ain't shit? And then all these girls preaching the same thing, so you have that feeling confirmed. So now you walking around with this attitude of like, well, niggas ain't shit, as opposed to it being, no, you just don't know how to pick niggas.
And
how true could that do you as a female?
Let me just say this, T.
Yes.
Have you, be honest, has it, because I've had this problem with girls before where they're like, they just cannot say sorry, or they just cannot accept, like, bro.
I was wrong.
Bro, when it comes to me, I'll be like, look, alright.
But first of all.
Crazy, I've said it there before.
No,
I've said it there before. Niggas don't work like this. We dropping my band like
but
it's
exactly, like it's nothing. Y'all, it's like before y'all, because y'all don't even want to think about what the fuck it could be wrong or whatever. So before you even get to the details, to the juicy part, alright, my bad.
Why is that the juicy part though?
No, what do you mean?
The juicy part.
The juicy part.
But if
I'm trying to tell somebody about my feelings, a guy, and it's like, oh, my bad. But it was like you didn't even give an explanation.
Got it on the audio though. Hot boys, we up.